I wasn't like a docile, submissive, sweet. I wasn't like that when I met him.
Looking at Miss Rachel Chung, one would never think that she was once a victim of domestic violence. But the 37-year-old communications manager had suffered for 8 years at the hands of her ex-husband.
I think from the beginning, there were no warning signs or whatever. Actually, in the beginning, it was very pleasant. During courtship days, he treated me like a queen. Really, basically, just put me on a pedestal. He really treated me very well.
The then happy couple got married in 1998, but the fairy tale soon ended.
So when did the first abuse start happening?
We already gotten married. I've given birth to my first child. Basically, I think things started because I put on a lot of weight, and he wasn't happy about that. And I think it didn't help that he also lost his job during that period of time. So, very high level of stress for him too. But he'll say things like, "Oh, when I knew you, you were size 8. And then now you're 16, I didn't sign up for twice the woman that you are," things like that. Things like, it's because of you, I lost my job, so maybe you're not bad for me. You're not good for me in a way, like, you affect me in terms of feng shui or 八字, that kind of thing. So what am I going to do about that? There's nothing I can do, Yeah, so I feel very helpless.
Do you try to actually rationalize with him, or?
Yes, but you can only rationalize with someone to a certain point, until you realize that, okay, I'm not getting through in any way. And that's the point where, you just give up. Yeah.
Rachel ignored her ex-husband's jibes, but that seemed to make him bolder. The abuse got worse, and he would shove, punch, and kick her whenever they got into any disagreements.
Of course, the physical part, it hurt, okay? I even had like 2 sleep days, and I injured my head, Until today, I'm still having like very bad migraine episodes, resulting from that kind of nonsense going on over the years. But I would say that the most hurtful thing was the psychological damage, that he, inflicted on me over the years. He'll say things like, you think with your kind of figure, body, you think men will still want you?
The last straw came in 2006 when Rachel's then 8-year-old daughter witnessed her being hit.
I think the reason why I put through with it for 8 years before I, decided to leave was because he was very careful never to do these kind of things in front of my girls. Yeah, so, and to me, it's also a little bit of passiveness on my part, like, okay, as long as the girls, are not hurt and he treats them well, he dotes on them, then I'm like, okay, I'll just really try to close one eye, and just try not to rock the boat, so to speak. But, when my girl was 8, the episode started, he was hitting me around. And my girl came out of the room because she needed to go to the toilet. Okay, so she saw, and I think it was a very big trigger point for me because I saw that look, that expression on her face. It was pure terror and fear and shock, and everything just rolled in together. It was like, she was seeing her father hitting her mother, and because we are very close, she was really terrified. And the thing is, she was actually angry, that I was being hit. She tried to protect me, so she was trying to pull him back. And I think because she came behind him, so he didn't really see her. So I think his natural response was just to just fling her away. And she was actually flung against the wall. So I really just lost it.
Stay tuned to our next clip to find out how Rachel managed to get away from her violent ex-husband and start a new life.